Y'all pull up, pull up, pull up. Let's go. We about to get lit with it. We about to get lit with it.
Doctors will be scared of making any incision.
No. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, y'all? What's up, what's up, what's up? You know how it go. We wait till we get to about 20 people. Then we can get started. What is up? When we get to 20 people, we can start. I have a few topics that I already want to speak about. So when we get to 20 people, we will start. What's good? Come on now. What's up? You trying to go live? What's up? You trying to go live? But the one thing so before I got on live, I had a few things that had already started writing about and kind of like taking notes on, meditated on it a little bit, and I just kept getting clarification that this was true, right? So one thing that I want to say is, so I got it right here on my digital notebook. The world is merely creations, never the source. We are all paintings in a notebook. We are all offsprings. So you may be like, what does this mean? This means that anything that you see on this realm is simply just a creation, simply just a birth of an idea, a birth of something that was first. So basically we are not the seeds. That's what I'm saying. Everything that is on this physical realm, we are not the seeds. We are merely what the seed has conceived of, right? Because like they said, so within, so without, as above, so below, right? Everything that you see is the so without, meaning that everything that we've created internally, we are the physical manifestations of that, right? So let me give you an example. A lot of you guys have a name for your God, right? When a lot of times we get so connected to the physical creation, the physical offspring of our universe, such as Ra, such as Jesus, such as all these, such as Buddha. We get so connected to these physical constructs, and we sit here and we praise these physical constructs when these physical constructs are simply just the birth, just a rebirth, just a creation, just a offspring of the actual universe. So your actual God, your actual universe is actually nameless, because the only reason why your God has a name is because it's in time and space. This is considered time and space, the physical realm, right? So Ra is just a version of my universe. You know what I'm saying? We all are looking to the same entity, the same divine realm, the same divine source that gives us the breath, right? That's why when we breathe, it's becoming one with the universe, right? It's like having a direct phone number to the universe, right? That's why it's important that don't fall in love with material things, because material things are just the physical outlook of what you truly want to praise. You know what I'm saying? So like, for example, money is just the offspring of abundance, right? So what does that mean? That means that when we have an internal idea of something, when we have an internal creation of something, we have to create something physical so we can have something physical to interact with, so we can have something physical to look at, so we can have something physical to have in our display. Like, let's think about it like this. Let's say you have an idea for a film. So what's the first thing you're going to do? You are going to draw on a notebook and make it physical. So everything is the same, right? So let's think about our human bodies. Our human bodies are just physical manifestations of us. It's just physical manifestations of us, right? We are not that. Money is not abundance, right? But it's supposed to be a physical manifestation of that, right? So that's just one thing, right? So Exactly. Don't fall in love with the creation. They are just manifestations of the universe, meaning that these are the babies. Like, you are in love with the mother, but you over here praising the child. Like, the one that you want is the mom, the one who conceived these things, the one who created these things. It's like praising the art instead of praising the creator. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. I'm saying exactly to my own notes. So right here in this one, it says, there is a nameless God, and the gods that are named are manifestations. So we go to ancient Egypt, ancient Kemet, and people take these multiple gods, right, as a, like, this is this person, and this is this person, and this is Anubis, and this is Osiris, and this is Ra. When it's like, no, these are all physical manifestations of aspects of you, right? So we got aspects of the ego, right? Seth is not a actual person. Seth is not a actual, being. Seth is an aspect of yourself that you have to come to grips with, right? So that literally means that, okay, Seth is not an actual being, but Seth is something that is within me that I must look at myself, right? So you got to look at these teachings and go deeper than what is just face value, right? And I feel like everybody, when you guys hear something new or open-minded, don't just look at what is just given to you at face value. You want to look at what goes behind these. You want to look at what goes behind this creation, what goes behind, what's more in depth, right? Because you guys can go ahead and try to touch the leaves and touch the bark and stuff like that, but what really matters is what really got this tree so standing and so tall was the roots that are within it, right? So the manifestation of Ra, the manifestation of Set, which is our ego, the manifestation of, the pineal gland when you got the serpent, right? We think of the serpent, right? The serpent and all these animals that they use in ancient Egypt were also just manifestations of how things were connected, right? Because we always want to say everything is connected. Everything is connected until y'all actually go deep down and see, oh, everything is connected. You look at our atoms, and our atoms have these sacred geometry figures on them, right? You got this hexagon. This hexagon is within so many different cells, within so many different atoms, it's all within science, right? And it's like, we always talk about, like I said, everything is connected, right? And we believe all these things at face value, but we never want to go deeper to what these aspects that we continue to preach are about, right? And with TikTok is only 60 seconds. Now it's 3 minutes, but a lot of times you got to go deeper than what you hear, right? So if I give you a concept, I don't give you a concept to just accept that. That's not what I'm here for, because if I'm just here to give you a concept and you accept that, then we might as well call this a religion. We might as well call this Christianity. The thing is, you got to think about life, think about people, think about videos, think about books as all little pieces, right? Don't be so upset if something, the whole thing, the whole picture, the whole message doesn't resonate with you. Because the whole reason of this life is to think of life as a library. Each person has some type of gem within them. Each video has some kind of gem within them. And you got to realize that wisdom and knowledge is the true light. Wisdom and knowledge is the true light. You want to find ways to get yourself as high as possible to that sun, right? Because the sun is another physical manifestation of the light, and it's one of the biggest lights, right? And if you look at it, the only reason why we are here is because of that sun. So that goes to tell you that light is one of the biggest, if not the biggest source of how we continue to keep going, right? So if life, if that light and that type of energy is what drives all beings, right? Which is also connected to vibration, which is also connected to frequencies. You want to look at these things that drive life, right? Sacred geometry, the Fibonacci. These are all things that continuously will pop up within this realm. These are the things that you have to study. I cannot give you all the answers, nor will anybody ever be able to give you all the answers. All I can do is spark the thought that will get you to reflect, right? Nobody is going to be the answer. They will be hints, right? They will be little guides. They will be pushes along the way to your path, but nobody will be the exact answer you're looking for. A lot of you guys are looking for answers to your life when that is the wrong thing to do. You're looking outward, right? You are not this body. So why are you looking outward? If you are a inward thing, you are the thing that is within this body, which is the soul, which is the spirit. The spirit is what is within everything. So if you are the spirit and the spirit is within everything, then the way to get into alignment is to connect back to that spirit. It's to connect back to that spirit. Your higher self is the God. Your higher self is the universe. The ancestors are the universe, right? They're just different personalities of the universe, different ways of experiencing, right? And one thing that I try to tell people is, right, you try to be so individual. Yes, you have your own personality. Yes, you are a speck. You are a different atom from all the other atoms, right? But don't forget what you truly are at the essence. You are still one of us. You are me. I am you. That's why a lot of you guys resonate with me, because you guys have gotten to a level of enlightenment that allows you to resonate with me, because we are both at a similar frequency. Now, a lot of times people who are on a lower frequency, it can get harder for you to see yourself within them, because they are at lower parts of your journey that you, remember, you killed those old parts of yourself. So that's why some people seem unrecognizable, right? And some people are so high vibe that you haven't met that part of yourself yet. So that's why you don't recognize yourself in them. But truly, you are me and I am you, right? Because when you get enlightened, you will think similarly, right? You will act similarly, right? So why aren't we the same people? Why aren't we the same thing? It's just so happened that the life force chose to impregnate whatever energy that ended up creating this physical body to make it say, hey, I want to experience as a black, feminine, masculine, androgynous women in Florida, and I want to experience that way, right? The same way if you was to have a Sims world, you would create a person in any. I remember my friend had a Sims world and said, you know what, today I want to be a billionaire, today I want to be a rock star, today I want to be a doctor, right? Because you want to experience. That's the whole point of this. This is a game to experience. You go on GTA, you go buy this car, buy that house, because you just want to see, you just want to experience, you want to do things that you may have never done before, right? Now back to my example. This water right here does not make it any different from any other water in this world, right? The water that's in my body, the water that's in the ocean. The only thing that makes it different is the story that it's been through, right? Meaning that it's probably been through a factory, it's been put in this bottle, it's been here in Florida, it's been, you know what I'm saying? So this is still the same water that flows between me and flows within you and flows within the oxygen, flows in the sky, goes in the ocean. It's still the same water, but just because it's in a different package doesn't mean it's no different from this and this and that, right? Now the purification process that it goes in may make it more healthier, right? So the way that this water is cleaned may make it more purified, may make it more clean, may make it more healthier. The same thing with you. The more situations that you go through will start to purify you in knowledge, purify you in vibration, purify you in your own frequency that has you to get enlightened to certain levels to where you are now wanted by different people, right? Because let's get it like this. People who may not be aware of the quality of Dasani from the difference of Zephyr Hills may be the difference from the people that are attracted to the people that don't like you. I'm just keeping it real. And I know that was supposed to be her, because when I got on this live, I had no idea of what I was going to talk about. I said, just use me as an instrument. Whatever comes out, right? You see how I can keep talking and it's almost as if it flows? That's because there's no thought. When you have no thought, you are able to be more in alignment with the universe. And the thing about it is that obtaining no thought, I'm not going to say that obtaining no thought is the easiest aspect, but we look at people like Kobe Bryant, we look at people like Michael Jordan, we look at people like Michael Jackson. These are all people who are amazing at their skills and amazing at what they do. And the main thing they always said was, don't think, feel, right? Because the mind can confuse you, especially if you don't understand it, especially if you haven't learned it, right? For example, you wouldn't drive a car that you don't understand, because that car, the moment you press on it, it can take you somewhere, right? But until you understand how to drive it, it can get a little bit difficult, right? So the whole point of understanding all of this is realizing that the more that you can try to limit those thoughts, the more you will be able to feel and be more in alignment and be more in a flow, right? I've realized that most of the best advice come out when I am just allowing myself to flow, allowing whatever that wants to come out, because most of the time that is a more natural inclination and a more natural message that wants to come out, because it's no longer coming from a thought. It's coming from a feeling. It's coming from an intuition. It's coming from an external, internal place that is not on this realm. It's almost like an Akashic records, diving deep into a memory bank, diving deep into a knowledge bank that has followed me within whatever body that I wanted to go, right? Now, here's one thing that I want to talk about. There's this show called Altered Carbon. I always talk about it. They're able to put the consciousness on a technological chip, right? Now, I go back to think about ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt had advanced technology, and they were always talking about death, thinking about life after death. Now, the thing about it is that they had advanced technology, and they were into things that we more so can't even understand yet. But they understood the idea of life after death. Now, from Altered Carbon, they were able to take this consciousness and continue to put it into other sleeves, which are actually human bodies. Now, what that makes me think of is that, what if in ancient Egypt, you have Isis, who is finding a way to create a new sleeve for this consciousness, which could actually be the pineal gland, because the pineal gland is the consciousness, right? What if this pineal gland is what we can use to transfer through different sleeves that allows us to be immortal? Now, what if the idea of obtaining this knowledge is the knowledge that you need to become immortal, right? So the idea of knowing, because they say, only by you having a certain level of knowledge is by you becoming immortal, right? Now, what if the knowledge that you need to travel, and let's say, oh, the only way that you can travel is by having the knowledge of traveling. Oh, so you learn, okay, so the way to travel is through transportation. It's through cars, right? What if the same way of becoming immortal is understanding that it's the transfer of consciousness to another body that allows you to become immortal, right? So my thing is that, what if Isis found a way to transfer that consciousness over into other forms of bodies, such as the sun Horus, right? Birthing a new sleeve, and then allowing to put that consciousness into that new sleeve, right? That's just my conspiracy theory. That's just me piecing together things, right? But here's the thing. The only way that I can even come up to conclusions like that is by allowing myself to meditate and allowing myself to reflect on different things. A lot of you guys are so busy trying to be so hyper focused on one thing, when in reality, some of the most creatives were people who were able to do multiple things, because when you allow your brain to do multiple things, then that would literally allow your brain to have different connections that allow you to create a baby with all those ideas. A lot of the best creators, such as Kanye West, and Michael Jackson, were able to do this because they had their mind on many different things. Now, them having their mind on many different things allowed them to create connections between many different things. We look at people like Leonardo da Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci was such a great artist, such a great creator, because he was into so many different things. He was a polymath. He was into engineering. He was into physics. He was into human anatomy. And that allowed him to literally have this creation of art that allowed him to take all that information and boom, put it into one. Put it into one. I tell you, I just be out here channeling. Like, you can clearly tell I'm out here rapping. You can clearly tell I'm out here channeling. And people ask me, how do you even do that? I say, I don't know. I don't know. But it makes me think about all the times as a kid that I would get punished, or not even punished, but literally get in trouble for not being able to speak correctly. And when you, exactly, everything comes full circle. But then when you look at your steps backwards, I see, oh, as a childhood, I was literally learning how to speak properly and correctly so I could be able to take these messages that I hear and be able to speak them to you. And a lot of times you guys already know exactly what I'm talking about. You just have never heard them explained in a way where you were able to comprehend it in a more natural manner, right? With a more natural manner, if you know what I'm saying. It's things that you thought about, but if they weren't put in a concept or in a structure of a sentence that sound more reality based, then it kind of, you just put it to the back of your mind, right? Or if you never heard anybody speak on it, a lot of times all I'm doing is just confirming what you already know. That's what all life is, confirming what you already know. XXXTentacion said, remember to remember, because the truth is you already know everything. You have to remember. That's why we say get to know yourself. It's not find yourself. It's get to know yourself, because that personality is already there. Make sure you guys check out my crystal shop, right? Make sure you guys check out the crystal shop. Everything is ethically sourced. I make sure and I put that on that. Everything is ethically sourced. I saw someone ask, what kind of crystals do I recommend to other people? I always recommend amethyst, right? Because everybody always wants to get in tune with that third eye. So I always recommend amethyst, because amethyst, it may not open your third eye because it depends on if you are ready, but I can say that the amethyst can help with gaining clarity, which is crazy because I actually have my chevron amethyst right next to me. And I do have a YouTube channel. On my YouTube channel, I have longer forms of content, videos like these, and I also post my live videos. You can go on my YouTube and click the link in the bio. What crystals are good for healing and self-love? Rose quartz is always amazing for self-love. I know a lot of people are very into that rose quartz because who doesn't want love? You know, the heart is one of the main areas. You know what I'm saying? Remember to remember. I'm already. I just have to remember. Hold on. Let's see something, right? Let's see something. I'm trying to see something. Why? I'm trying to. How do I want to. Why can't I see? Whatever. I was trying to get you up on the live, Los, but I don't know why it's not letting me. But yeah, man, like, I've realized that a lot of times, sometimes we just need to tap into what our body needs. I feel like a lot of us, we just ignore the subtle messages, and we ignore so much because we just think it's not a strong enough sign. But that's why I always say meditate, because a lot of times you guys are feeling sad because your body is lacking something, such as meditation. Your body is lacking silence. Your body is lacking rest. And a lot of you guys are not actually listening to the body, right? And that's the first thing to understand. Yes, journaling is very important. I've been journaling and meditating, trying to start my spiritual journey. I just want some guidance. The only guidance that you need is yourself. I do not want you guys looking external for nothing. Do not look external for nothing. Don't look for your answers in a TikToker. Don't look for your answers in a YouTuber. Don't look for your answers in anybody else, because just as much as you are on your journey, I am on my journey too, right? So a lot of times, and plus I'm a Libra, a lot of times I can say something today and I can reflect on it and I can think about it in another perspective. That's why I say, you take what I say, you take what resonates, and you go ahead and you go find your own message that resonates with you, right? Because your journey isn't the same as mine. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a Libra, like I said, so I'm going to always have a balanced approach. You may be like, oh, should I do this? And I'm going to be like, well, you know you shouldn't do this. But then again, but then again, but still, So it's like, you going to be stuck just with me. Just be in the middle. Find out what resonates with you. You know what I'm saying? Crystal, if you learning something here, hey, leave a follow, leave a comment, leave a like, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the YouTube. Go get you some crystals. Go listen to the music. Immerse yourself in the energy, because I've created a safe place. I've created a sacred energy of when you see me, when you look at me, when you hear the music, when you buy something, when you just join the live, the whole energy, okay, is I am focused on working myself to a higher level of ascension. That's literally what I made my intention. When you come across me, that means that there must be something that you need to learn, something you need to see within yourself, something that needs some healing, something that you need to observe, something that you must reflect in me or you see in yourself. Simple as that. Nothing happens for a reason. You don't cross by nobody. You don't see nobody. You don't meet nobody for no reason, right? So obviously, if you're here, there's something that must be resonating for you. right? What does clear quartz do, right? Clear quartz is one of the greatest stones for you to also receive clarity. That one resonates with the crown chakra, and it also could work with the third eye chakra, right? But I said the amethyst is one of the best crystals when it also comes to clarity, because that one resonates with the third eye, but it also connects with knowledge, right? Knowledge, wisdom, awakening, seeing things from the true reality, getting rid of anxiety. And you guys can all go see this shop in the link in my bio. Link in my bio, click crystal shop. Also, I just dropped a video on my TikTok talking about how I alter the frequencies of the music. Now, this crystal right here is pyrite. Now, a lot of you guys may be like, okay, what is pyrite? You see how this crystal is actually gold, right? So it makes me think of alchemy. Everything you touch turns to gold, right? So pyrite is actually one of the amazing manifestation stones. If you guys ever watched Shanetta Divine Tarot, she showed me this pyrite on the live, and she says, if you're looking at this pyrite, you're gonna get money. And I swear that week I had got like another $200. And I was like, I need that crystal. And I ended up finally getting one. So if you would like to go ahead and get you a pyrite, go ahead and check the link in my bio. Do you ship internationally? Yes, I do ship internationally. Pyrite. I love pyrite. These two are my favorite crystals. I got these from the farmer's market. These two are my favorite. This is Chevron Amethyst. This amethyst is actually 600 times more powerful than a regular amethyst because it actually has clear quartz and amethyst. So these are like the third eye crown chakra duo right here. And then you got the pyrite that is for your manifestation. I also have black tourmaline. Make sure you guys go check that shop out. Go check out my music. My music is actually very spiritual. My latest song is actually put in 421 hertz. If you guys didn't know, that is the scale that Mozart used. I don't just do stuff unintentionally. I learned from the ancient Egyptians. The ancient Egyptians made every single creation with a spiritual intention connected to it. Period, point blank. Those pyramids, right? Those pyramids weren't just made. These are actually on my shop too. These pyramids weren't just made in ancient Egypt just because they're pretty. No. If you want to check the shop out, just click the link in my bio and click Crystal Shop. But they didn't make these pyramids for just no reason. These pyramids had healing qualities to them. A lot of people would say that you would go to these pyramids, you can sit in these pyramids, and the frequencies that these pyramids resonated with actually healed you, right? And it's true that frequencies and vibrations can heal you. Nikola Tesla did the same thing. He took the pyramid structure and made his own structure and started creating energy, right? Then he started to use these electrical currents to actually heal the body. And him and Albert Einstein would actually, I believe it was Albert Einstein. Him and Albert Einstein would actually stand and test out these machines, and they would heal themselves with those machines. Now, Nikola Tesla tried to help people for free, but you know what they did? They took his idea, they took his patent, and sold it. But yeah. And this is rent. Make sure you guys go subscribe to me on YouTube. I have so much longer form content. Plus, all my lives will be on my YouTube. I appreciate you all. I'm so happy to be here. I'm grateful for you all to be here. I'm grateful for you to just be watching this. I'm grateful for you to be alive. And I just hope that you all take the positive energy that I've handed to you, and you go take that positive energy, you go create with it, and you also go share it with somebody else. It's 77 people in here. Imagine if everybody went and shared that energy to somebody else. We would have a whole abundance of energy floating around that we created, right? Take this time, it's 76 people again. Take this time to manifest what you believe. Let's all create a ball of manifestation. In this moment, just go ahead, close your eyes, and manifest what you believe. We're all sending our energy in one ball. We're making a synergy of abundance energy, right? I want everybody to take their cup of their manifestation and manifest and pull the energy out and use it to manifest, right? Here we go. And so shall it be. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'm sending so much love and light to you all. Y'all don't understand. Y'all don't understand. If there's people that understand me, because I be feeling so misunderstood, I know y'all understand me. Y'all understand what it's like to be on this journey and be misunderstood, be disrespected, be put down, treated like we're crazy. Y'all understand, man. Make sure y'all join my Discord. DM me if you want the link to my Discord. I will invite you all. Love you all, and I'm out.